That's what I like to hear.
Character and kind of reimagined them both together and gave him that sweet trident weapon. He looks tough.
Cool toy.
A fan favorite. As Joe mentioned earlier, the character, what was his name? Breacher. My bad. Breacher will actually fit in the back and in the cargo area of this character. Again, a good example of how closely design team members can collaborate on projects for mutual benefit.
As well as having the 3mm clip system so that the weapon that Breacher has in vehicle mode can attach to some of the various 3mm points on the spread.
Oh, cool.
And Battle Blaze Optimus Prime. Again, just a new. We wanted to try to execute this product in a different way and give them a new transformation, give them a new look, a new sculpt. You know, try to improve on some things that we had done before and just try to make a better toy. Eyebrow. This is a fun project. When Billy first started this project, he had a lot of inspiration, and he was working with a lot of reference and background information on some World War II fighters, and this one really struck a chord with him, and he just had a blast developing this toy. And I remember seeing every step of the way as he made that progress. I was just completely blown away with how awesome he was able to make this toy. And here's the leader structure. This is actually down our booth in the display case. Again, we took a very, very high-profile character from our movies and a fan favorite character, and we wanted to try to find, a better way, a new way to make his transformation happen, and also add in the features that you can get from a higher price point either, such as electronics and lights, sounds. And Battle Axe Bumblebee, this is another item that we actually have in the case downstairs. It's a very, very cool item. I've played with this toy a number of times, and it's just a blast. It's got so many sounds and so many features, and flip-out cannons, and it's just an amazing transformation too. And I feel like it's probably the most movie-accurate Bumblebee that we've done to date.
I think the other thing too it does a really good job is Bill was able to really incorporate the two personalities of Bumblebee. We've actually come to see and enjoy through the trailers. He has that kind of fun-loving, ha-ha sidekick. Can't really take him too serious, but then as we saw in movie 2, when it's time to get down to business, he's ready to go on about. I think it actually has those two individual personality modes, which I think Bill and the design team did a good job of.
And even the last jazz, here we are. We had to, it was the right time to make this character and try to improve upon, the movie 1 versions of him. I think it came out good.
This is Drew. Autobot Samurai, Ninja Warrior.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I like him. I'm really pleased with the way he turned out. I particularly wanted to make sure that he had all of his swords, that he was able to hold them, which meant giving his arms a lot of posability.
Nice.
This shows too how we think about the brand. This was a character that was kind of created through IDW, in partnership, but really was living in comic books, and then we, like the video game characters, found a good opportunity to bring this out, and it's not based on heritage, it's not based on film or any other entertainment of the publishing. So, like I said in the joke thing, these are all assets, and we use them to enhance the brand. So it's great that comic character get made in collaborative as well.
And also, thanks to the guys at Takara for helping me out with the lettering on They wanted to make sure his sword said something really epic, so it says, strongest in the world. Yeah.
Nice.
Best fighter ever. All right, now this is Lord Darkmount, aka Straxus.
Nice.
This was Miyake and I together. We worked on this one. This was a guy I really wanted to do. I figured we'd be doing Drift. Also wanted to do somebody else from the comics. Somebody relatively obscure, just wanted to test the waters, see how he did. And the response has been pretty good. He's still got his pickaxe. He's got 3 modular weapons that work with all the other guys with 3mm systems. And he even has the cannon mode.
Yeah, oh, nice touch.
As I was working on Drift, I noticed some of the similarities that he had in robot mode with IDW's comic version of Blur. And I wasn't sure we were going to get another opportunity to do Blur, so I'm going to make sure that he came out.
So here we are talking about powerful combiners. A little bit of background on this little segment here. You know, obviously combiners has been a big part of Transformers history in just about every generation of product that we've ever done. Specifically recently, like with the reintroduction of Devastator and Revenge of the Fallen. What we wanted to do, what we were challenged with, like kind of our Hasbro mantra, is to reimagine and reignite ideas and kind of bring this new life to our brand. So what we started down the path of doing was we wanted to find a way to make combiners accessible at a lower price point. So instead of paying $50, $60 to complete a combiner, we wanted to go for something a little bit lower and a little more like in the $20 price range or even in the $10. So as we were figuring all of the features out and partnering up with TakaraTomy and our internal partners and trying to figure out how everything would work, we started going in the direction of just a headspace where you have a story in mind about what these guys are going to mean. The Power Core combiners are not intended to replace Devastator or Constructicons, Menasor, the Stunticons. What it is meant to do is just really broaden what it means to be a combiner. So what we're looking at this as is essentially a new, cool way to express the combining system while broadening the lore. So hence, let's say in the past there were 5 Stunticons. Now there's more, and they do things differently than the previous 5. So with that, let's kick off some videos. So first off, we have Huffer. We wanted to take the classic character here and just make him cooler, make him relevant for the product line that we're trying to achieve here. So he comes with Caliburst, and together they rule the road. Smolder and Chopster. Again, we wanted to take kind of a fire truck character. He's kind of an oxymoron. He's a heroic vehicle, but he's a villain. So it's an interesting dichotomy there. And Chopster, just a funny name that we thought of because it's easy to chop so the Searchlight and Backwind. Sounds like in some of the fan sites, I know that there was some discussion about it. It's Backwind or Backwind. You guys are funny. Ice Pick and Chain Claw. Here we go with one of my favorite motifs for a vehicle, because I'm an avid snowboarder in the wintertime up in New England, and I love the snow grooming vehicles, and I always love to try and find a way to make that vehicle a little more aggressive. So, give him spikes and a big old cannon on his back. It's good. And lead foot and pinpoint. Again, just simply, you know, inspired by an F1 style race car. Also, with you might notice on the wind vane in the back, he has BlackRock on there. That's another homage to
Nice.
G1 in there for GB BlackRock and his little empire that he had.
Yeah.
And now onto the 5 packs. We got Bomb Shot and the Combaticons. Here again,